Welcome back once again to the one and only Made in Compton podcast with the owner of the Made in Compton Store. Bone, how are you today?
I'm good, and yourself?
Oh, wonderful. I tell you, it's always interesting to engage with the customers. They're so excited about matching their shoes, about going to different events. And I tell you, there was one customer that stopped back by the store and shared how he was with his family that came in to buy some new Compton gear so they can go to a barbecue or family function and they were going to have barbecue, and that's why they wanted dark colored t-shirts with designs. And he said that they felt like stars because their designs were off the chain. They had the Pro 5 style quality t-shirts, and everybody kept asking them where did they get their Compton t-shirts. And one of them had got a jogger and a hoodie too. So I mean, what is that like for you to be not only the owner of the store but the creator of the designs too?
Oh, it feels good. It's always a proud moment when I see customers wearing the stuff. Like when I first got the van, I used to drive around and I used to tell people to honk when they see me. So people used to honk the horns and then they'd be pointing at their shirt. I'd be like, wow, this is amazing. The support is overwhelming.
Right. That's really neat. Well, you have another customer that lives locally, because I know quite often I see him honk the horn, see and hear him honk the horn and pop his t-shirt like I got my t-shirt on. So he must have obviously been one of them that's been with you for a long time, a customer. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And then you have customers that like a certain color. Like they're constantly looking for like some type of green, olive green, and they have purchased not only the hoodie, not only the jogger, not only the hat, but the beanie. And then they say, you know what? I bought it for my daughter, or they say my son. I know this one particular customer, he buys them for his co-workers. He just says, I want to support the store, but this is the color I like. I'm like, wow.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. Like, how cool is that?
That's lovely.
So
see, customers like that help us keep the lights on.
Absolutely. So, and very thoughtful just to think, how there are some people that just want to support the store and whatever nature or what causes them to, constantly think of certain people or organizations that they mention while, at the checkout. And it's just really neat how they share anyway, because they could come in the store and just purchase what they want to purchase. And, hi, how are you doing, today? How are you this week? Blah, blah, blah. It could be that same, like, how's the weather type of conversation, what have you. But when they're constantly sharing, how their gift giving from the Made in Compton store has transpired, that's really rich.
Oh yeah, it's an honor when people want to see other people wear our products.
Right. And then I think they feel really honored too, because not only did they give the gift, but then the feedback that they received, it made them feel such a way that they brought that feedback back to the store, and they bought more, and they buy more. So I mean, this is really great. So if I was a customer that just now listening and heard about the Made in Compton Store has a podcast, not only is it worldwide Made in Compton Store, not only you can Google, you're looking for Compton souvenirs or you're looking for a Compton Store, and you're going to get Made in Compton Store first across the world, and it's tied into a hood tour as well. You have people coming internationally to get Compton souvenirs, I would be like, wow, this is really neat to listen to a podcast about what's taking place in the store, how the customers are receiving, or how the customers are, how they're receiving feedback as well. Not all customers buy gifts for everybody else. Possibly, I don't really see that happening, but at the same time, I think it's really neat that they receive feedback. And if I was listening for the first time, I'd be like, wow, that's like comments on steroids, because you know how people leave reviews for stores and you just see it there. And I haven't seen actually, a podcast for a store where the employees get an opportunity to coordinate or communicate. Because you also have YoQ, that's YOOOOOQ, but definitely part of the podcast as well with the instrumental music. And it just seemed like, there's other stores that they pay outsource people to do podcasts and advertisement and so forth. And in this case, it's an in-store example and an experience. I want to ask you, outside it, because you've been in business over 10 years, so it's not like, advertisement is not something you don't think about. So what is it like now in 2023 to actually do a podcast for your store and work with people that support and love your store? What is this era for you?
It's actually cool because, it's keeping people informed on what's going on and letting them know about upcoming sales and details about the Compton in the box. And so it's like a way to stay connected with the customers or potential customers.
Nice. Absolutely. And with that said, this may be somebody's first time listening to the podcast. Can you speak to the Compton in the box?
Yeah, Compton in the box is like a grab bag on steroids. Mm-hmm. It's like when you was a kid and you go to the ice cream truck and you pay $1 to get the grab bag and it has surprises in it. Almost like the Cracker Jack surprise. Mm. You never know what you're going to get, but you always know it's going to be something fun.
Yes, absolutely. That's cool. And with that said, it is still June. If you are listening to the show at a later date, this is the first Sunday of June of 2023. And Bone, can you share about the sales for this summer and for Father's Day?
Yeah, we're going to be running a sale on the shorts all summer long. And they're going to be 10% off. And we're running the sale on the tank tops. And for Father's Day, we're running the sale on the dad caps and the coffee mugs.
Nice. Absolutely. So that's really, really wonderful. Thank you for that. I'm sure, it's really neat to hear also from owners of stores. We could talk about different people. You don't want to technically name drop, but we know that there are other owners that speak to audiences. They use social media and so forth. So, you're a performer. You have plenty of music. You're a music artist. What is it like to do a podcast about business? And not.
It's definitely different, and it's cool. It's keeps me on my toes as far as about being informative about what's going on in the store and around it. Mm-hmm. And also it's like a cool, intimate way to be connected with customers.
Exactly. Well said. Absolutely. Well, that's good to note. And with that in mind, I know that there is a plethora of stories you could share with us after over 10 years and being in business. And as many people share, it's just really, really cool that you're in business consecutively been in business consistently, shall we say, even through the pandemic. And this is 2023. What story would you like to share with us? Any story? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. It's like when the pandemic had started, it was 2 code enforcers that used to come to the store. Mm-hmm. And one used to come on business about us being open. And the other one, he used to come to actually purchase stuff during the pandemic. And it was kind of like mixed feelings when I used to see him. But it was always a good experience because they was, real cool and jovial. So one time, one of them asked me if I could make a face mask for the city of Compton. Mm-hmm. And I told him, yeah, I can do that. Mm-hmm. So I designed a face mask with the city logo, and it went pretty well. The mayor approved it, and we sold quite a few to the city of Compton. And it was cool because I used to see the city workers working on the streets wearing the mask during the pandemic. Wow. And it was like, wow, it's real nice. It's a beautiful thing to be connected with the city.
Yes, absolutely. Wow, that's really cool. Just to ride by in your promotional van, I'm sure, and to see workers working on the street, possibly potholes, and to see them with the mask, that's just like had to be, yeah, exact. I could just only imagine, like, how cool is that? Yes, that's so cool. Well, with that in mind, I know that the Compton in the Box, there's a subscription. People, if they're interested, they can always go online as well and leave their information, on the website.
Yeah, it's being set up. It's not actually quite set up yet.
Mm-hmm. So that's cool. But yeah, definitely you can still always go online, micpt.com, and purchase anytime. Absolutely. So until next time, thank you so very much for tuning in and sharing the podcast.
Peace.